Are you over 50 with naturally curly hair and sometimes feel like it's impossible to find a style that's age-appropriate yet still flattering? You're not alone. So many women tell me the same thing. I love my curls, but at this age, I don't know what to do with them. The truth is, age should never limit your style. Natural textured hair is a gift. It has volume, movement, and personality. The challenge is simply knowing how to shape it in ways that highlight your beauty without feeling overwhelming or outdated. That's exactly what this video is about. I'm going to share with you 5 natural hairstyles that are not only stunning, but also realistic for women over 50. Each one comes with easy styling tips, outfit pairings, and real-life stories from women who discovered how the right cut or shape completely changed the way they saw themselves. By the end, you'll see your curls not as a challenge, but as your most powerful accessory. Style 1, the natural Afro freedom and heritage. The Afro is far more than a hairstyle. It is a declaration, an emblem of freedom, cultural pride, and self-identity. Many women entering their 50s and 60s assume the Afro is too bold or difficult to maintain. In reality, it can be one of the most empowering and timeless styles at any age. A study from the Black Women's Health Study revealed that 62% of women over 50 who wear their hair in its natural texture feel stronger and more confident with an Afro. This isn't just about fashion. It is about reconnecting with yourself, your history, and your heritage. Visually, the Afro softens facial features, balances proportions, and ensures you never blend into the background. Instead of trying to hide, you allow your natural beauty to shine through. I worked with a 62-year-old client who had straightened her curls for decades. After retiring, she embraced her natural Afro again. At her first family gathering, her granddaughter ran to her, exclaiming, "You look 10 years younger and radiant." For her, the Afro was not only a hairstyle, but a return to authenticity and a newfound sense of liberation. Care is key. Natural curls are prone to dryness and breakage, so consistent moisture is essential. Lightweight oils such as jojoba or argan nourish the hair, while sleeping with a satin bonnet minimizes friction and reduces damage. Small adjustments like these make a significant difference in maintaining a healthy, voluminous Afro. Styling is also more versatile than many realize. For everyday wear, pair it with statement earrings, a flowing boho coat, or bold prints to celebrate its natural volume. For formal settings, a satin headband or a jeweled clip instantly elevates the look into something refined yet effortless. According to Mintel, over 70% of African American women aged 55 and older report that wearing their natural texture makes them feel more authentic and less pressured to conform to traditional beauty standards. This isn't merely aesthetics, it's a form of self-liberation. So here's a question to reflect on. If you wore your hair in a natural Afro tomorrow, how do you think people around you would respond? More importantly, how would you feel looking in the mirror and seeing a confident, unapologetic version of yourself? The Afro transcends age. It becomes more striking with life experience, symbolizing resilience, beauty, and independence. It reminds you of the journey you've taken, and that now is the time to embrace freedom, both in spirit and in style. As empowering as the Afro can be, the next style offers something entirely different: structure, protection, and low-maintenance practicality. Let's explore that transformation next. Style 2, box braids, elegant and enduring. At some point after 50, many women tell me the same thing. I want to look put together without spending half my morning fixing my hair. That's where box braids step in. Small, neat braids that not only protect fragile strands but also deliver a timeless elegance. According to a survey by Naturally Curly, nearly 68% of women over 50 with textured hair say they worry about breakage and dryness. Box braids offer a solution that is both stylish and protective. Think about your last vacation. Did you spend extra time worrying about frizz, humidity, or whether your hair would hold up after a swim? One of my clients, a 62-year-old retired teacher, shared how box braids completely changed her 2-week cruise experience. She didn't pack 3 different styling tools or spend precious mornings battling the hotel blow dryer. Instead, she enjoyed sunrise walks on the deck, dinners by the ocean, and excursions without once stressing over her hair. That's the beauty of box braids. They free you to live the moment. But beyond convenience, they also carry a subtle sophistication. Box braids pair beautifully with maxi dresses, linen trousers, and flowing beach outfits, making them a natural fit for vacations, brunches, or even just a relaxed weekend in the city. They give the impression of effort without requiring the effort, which is exactly what women at this stage of life deserve. Of course, the key to keeping braids looking fresh is care. A few drops of scalp oil every other day prevent dryness, and avoiding overly tight braiding keeps both your hairline and scalp healthy. Dermatologists often warn that too much tension can lead to thinning around the edges, so make sure comfort comes before tightness. Now, let me ask you, when was the last time you tried a hairstyle that truly made your life easier? Imagine 2 full weeks without touching a curling iron or worrying about flyaways. What would you do with all that extra time? Would you finally take that art class, spend longer mornings at the farmer's market, or simply enjoy a stress-free coffee on your porch? Box braids aren't just a style, they're peace of mind. They reassure you that your hair is under control so you can focus on what really matters, whether it's traveling, spending time with grandchildren, or rediscovering hobbies you once loved. And the best part is, the elegance they radiate makes people assume you put in far more effort than you actually did. It's no wonder that so many women over 50 are rediscovering box braids. They're not about chasing youth, but about embracing this stage of life with ease, confidence, and grace. Style 3, short tapered cut, modern and bold. Have you ever looked in the mirror and thought, I'm ready for a change, something that shows who I am now, not who I was 20 years ago? That exact thought is what often leads women to the short tapered cut. It's a style that hugs the head closely with just a bit more length on top for movement. Clean, modern, and unapologetically bold. According to a study from AARP, nearly 57% of women over 50 say they feel more adventurous with style choices compared to their younger years. The short tapered cut embodies that spirit perfectly. It's not about hiding age, it's about celebrating the confidence that comes with it. I remember one client, a 61-year-old grandmother of 3, who hadn't cut her hair above her shoulders in over 30 years. She told me, "It feels like I've been hiding behind my hair." The day she chose the short tapered cut, she walked out of the salon saying she felt like she had gone back to her 20s, not because she suddenly looked younger, but because the hairstyle unleashed an energy she hadn't felt in decades. This cut pairs beautifully with sharp, minimalist fashion, a light-colored blazer, a delicate pair of studs, or a crisp white shirt. The simplicity of the style creates space for your personality to shine. It says, "I don't need layers of distraction, I am enough." And isn't that the kind of statement many of us want to make after 50? Maintenance is surprisingly easy. A trim every 4 to 6 weeks keeps the shape sharp, while a touch of lightweight serum adds a subtle shine without weighing the hair down. No need for an arsenal of styling tools, your hair itself becomes the statement piece. Let me ask you this. When was the last time you made a style decision that scared you a little, but in the best possible way? Imagine stepping into your next dinner party or family gathering with a hairstyle that makes people pause, smile, and say, "Wow, you look incredible." That's what the short tapered cut can do. Psychologically, short hair often signals strength and self-assurance. Studies in psychology today suggest that women who make bold changes in appearance, like cutting their hair short, often experience a measurable boost in self-esteem and perceived vitality. For women over 50, this cut is more than a hairstyle. It's a reset button, a way to show the world that you're not fading into the background but stepping boldly into your next chapter. And here's something interesting. While long hair has often been considered a sign of femininity, many women over 50 report that short, structured cuts actually make them feel more feminine. Why? Because the focus shifts to the face, your eyes, your smile, your expressions. Instead of hair covering you, the short tapered cut reveals you. So what's holding you back? Is it the fear of losing that safety net of longer hair? Or maybe the worry of whether short hair will suit you? Here's the truth. When styled to your face shape and paired with the right wardrobe, this look flatters more women than you'd expect. Think of it less as losing length and more as gaining freedom. The next time you visit your stylist, ask yourself, am I ready to stop blending in and start standing out? Imagine running your hands through light, airy hair that takes 5 minutes to style, yet carries the presence of someone who knows exactly who she is. That's the power of the short, tapered cut. And as we move forward, you'll see how other hairstyles can also capture that same sense of liberation, some soft and playful, others polished and classic. Each one, just like this cut, is an invitation to express yourself fully at this stage of life. Style 4, twist out natural and approachable. Sometimes the most powerful style isn't the one that looks like it took hours at the salon. It's the one you can do yourself at home, with nothing more than a comb, some twisting cream, and a little patience. That's the magic of the twist out. This style begins with small 2-strand twists, left overnight or for a few hours, and then gently unraveled to reveal soft, defined texture. The result? A look that feels effortless, approachable, and full of natural charm. Unlike rigid styles that can age the face, the twist out creates movement and dimension, softening features and giving the impression of youthful energy. Here's something you may not know. In a 2022 survey by Naturally Curly.com, over 70% of women over 50 with natural hair said twist outs made them feel more confident in casual settings, from grocery shopping to family picnics. Why? Because it doesn't feel overdone. It feels authentic. And authenticity is something people instantly connect with. Think about it. How often have you wanted a hairstyle that looks fresh without making you seem like you're trying too hard? The twist out gives you that balance. It says, I care about my appearance, but I'm also comfortable in my own skin. One of my clients, a 61-year-old grandmother, told me after her very first twist out, my granddaughter said I looked like I was glowing. She asked me if I had started using a new filter on my phone. She laughed, but the truth is, the softness of the curls added that touch of freshness that her straight styles never quite achieved. Practicality is another reason this look has gained such popularity among women over 50. It's easy to maintain at home, doesn't require expensive tools, and can be redone as often as you like. The only rule, don't comb it once it's dry. Instead, apply a hydrating twisting cream before bed, protect it with a satin scarf, and wake up with hair that's ready to go. Fashion-wise, twist outs pair beautifully with cotton dresses, weekend denim, or even a breezy picnic outfit. They complement the laid-back vibe of casual American style while still looking intentional. If the Afro speaks of cultural pride and boldness, the twist out whispers friendliness and approachability. Now here's the psychological hook. Research from Psychology of Women Quarterly found that people often perceive textured hairstyles as more approachable and warm compared to sleek, rigid looks. That's why many women describe feeling friendlier and more open when wearing a twist out, because the style itself communicates that energy. So let me ask you, have you ever noticed how a hairstyle can actually change the way people interact with you? Imagine walking into a Sunday brunch or a neighborhood gathering with this soft, natural texture framing your face. Wouldn't it be nice if the first thing people thought was not she changed her hair, but she looks so vibrant today? And here's a little challenge. If you've never tried a twist out, why not experiment this weekend? It might take just a few hours of prep, but the payoff could be compliments and smiles that last for days. Because while the twist out is simple, it carries a subtle power. It reminds you and everyone around you that natural beauty is often the most memorable. And as we transition into the next style, you'll see how shifting from softness to boldness can completely transform how you feel about yourself. Style 5, high puff, sleek, quick, and timeless. Sometimes the styles that make the strongest impression are the simplest ones. That's exactly why the high puff has remained a favorite among women over 50. It takes just minutes to create, yet the effect can completely change how others perceive you. Imagine this, you're heading out the door for lunch with friends and you don't have time for an elaborate hairstyle. Instead of feeling rushed or underprepared, you gather your hair into a high puff, let it naturally expand with volume, and suddenly your face is framed with brightness and energy. No stress, no fuss, and yet it looks like you planned it all along. There's an interesting fact here. According to a 2021 ARP lifestyle survey, over 60% of women over 55 prefer hairstyles that can be styled in under 10 minutes, but still want something polished enough for social settings. The high puff delivers exactly that balance. But don't be fooled by its simplicity. The high puff is not just a quick fix. It has elegance. The lifted position elongates the face and draws attention to the eyes and cheekbones, almost like a natural facelift. Have you ever noticed how pulling your hair up instantly makes your features look sharper and more youthful? One retired teacher I worked with, now 65, confessed that she never thought much about hairstyling once she stopped working. Then she discovered the high puff. Now, whenever she meets her old colleagues, she chooses this look. She told me, "It's the fastest way I know to look like I put in effort, without actually spending any time at all." And every time her friends compliment her on how polished she appears. Fashion pairing is another strength of this style. A high puff works beautifully with a classic midi dress, a crisp button-down, or even tailored trousers with minimal jewelry. Because the hair is pulled up in a way, accessories like delicate earrings or a soft headband can become the subtle highlight of the look. It's elegance through simplicity. A tip many women overlook: always use a soft, stretchy headband or scarf to secure the puff. Avoid tying it too tightly, especially as we age when hair and scalp can be more delicate. Dermatologists have found that traction alopecia affects nearly 1 in 3 women with natural textured hair over their lifetime, and tight pulling is often the cause. A gentle hold keeps your style neat without risking your hairline. Psychologically, the high puff has another hidden benefit. It gives you a sense of order and readiness. Think about it. How often have you looked in the mirror with your hair framing your face and thought, "I just look tired"? Now picture your hair pulled up, your face fully visible, your posture automatically lifted. That shift alone can change how you carry yourself. Here's a question for you. When was the last time you felt truly confident heading out with just a few minutes of prep? Would you try the high puff the next time you want to look effortlessly elegant without standing in front of the mirror too long? The beauty of this style lies not in extravagance, but in its ability to remind you that quick can still be classy, and simple can still be stunning. And as we move into the next hairstyle, you'll see how changing the height and shape of your look can instantly transform not just how you appear, but how you feel about yourself. Let's do a quick recap. We've gone through 5 beautiful and practical hairstyles for women over 50. The natural afro, the box braids, the short tapered cut, the twist out, and the high puff. Each one is proof that age never limits your style, it only gives you more reasons to embrace it. Remember this: your hair is not just about looks, it's a statement. It says you are confident, radiant, and powerful at every stage of life. So here's my challenge for you. If you've been thinking about making a change, try one of these styles this coming week. Then come back and tell me how it made you feel. Did it boost your confidence? Did your friends notice? I want to hear your stories in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share it with another fabulous woman over 50, and hit that subscribe button so you won't miss the next tips designed just for you. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. I'll see you in the next video where we'll keep discovering how to stay elegant, confident, and youthful every single day.